Good afternoon and welcome back to Darts Daily here on Tungsten Tales for a quick look back at one of the major incidents from last night's Premier League return in Glasgow. Despite the excellent darts that was on display and obviously the win by Luke Littler on the night, defeating Luke Humphries in what you'd probably say was a slightly below par final for the two. The whole night really, especially from the semi-finals onwards, was marred by whistles and crowd reactions to certain players. This obviously isn't the first time we've seen this in the world of darts. It's been something that's been a constant over the last probably 3 or 4 years now, but something that has gradually got worse and infiltrated the game, and is having an effect on, I think, the standard of darts that we're now seeing on the stage. I now spoke to a number of people in the media about this, and the general consensus is that the players are getting fed up now. It's affecting them on stage, and it's affecting the quality of darts that we're seeing from tournament to tournament. So there's only really one way to deal with this, and that's to eject whoever's whistling from the crowd out of the arena and give them an X amount of years ban from attending darts events, certainly within the PDC. So we'll run through the incident last night and a couple of the incidents that we've seen over the last year or so. One that immediately springs to mind is Luke Littler against Mike Dideka in the Grand Slam of darts. It was a superb performance from Dideka on the night, but the latter stages in particular of that match, there were incredibly loud whistles from the crowd in Wolverhampton that affected the doubles that Dideka was going for, and it quite possibly altered the outcome of the match. The match went to a deciding leg. On another day, maybe Dideka would have got the victory over Littler, and Littler wouldn't have gone on to win that Grand Slam of darts title, which is obviously a major boost ahead of the World Championships, just a month or so away from the start of the World. So that's one incident that comes to mind. Luke Humphries against Michael Smith in last year's Premier League, and these Premier League nights do tend to be considerable culprits for the likes that are in the audience whistling. They're not darts fans, the people that are whistling. That's got to be made clear. Anybody who turns up and wants to watch the darts and wants to watch the best quality of darts isn't going to be whistling. The people that are whistling are the people that haven't seen the darts before, and probably aren't too interested on what the outcome is going to be up on that stage. But the incident last night really started off with Gerwyn Price against Luke Humphries in the semi-finals. Gerwyn obviously tearing round and whistling back to the crowd after hitting a 180 of his own, but both players seemingly annoyed by what had happened up on stage, and you certainly can't blame them. It all continued on to the final between Humphries and Littler. Littler did have something to say in his post-match press conference about what he heard on stage.
Luke, congratulations. Is it nice to get this win early? So last year, I remember you were frustrated you had to wait and wait. Is it nice to get it done early?
Yeah, obviously it took me the 8-9 weeks that it did, but during that I always say I was 4th or 5th. Every week I was picking up the points, but to pick up maximum points on week 2 is really good.
Crowd got involved tonight for the first time. Was that frustrating? It seemed to put you off.
Yeah, obviously there was a few in particular that were doing it when Luke were throwing. And then when Kirk told him to be quiet, it got even worse. And then I missed doubles, Luke breaks at 5-4, and I'm just like, yeah, Kirk, you've made it worse for me there, and I'm 5-4 down. But no, I broke back and then held my throw very strongly again.
It's interesting that you say that. Would you prefer the referees not say anything then if it's going to make the crowd worse?
If it's the same as what it was when Kirk said it, then yeah, just leave it. Obviously they've got to step in at some point and say something, but yeah, that was pretty bad, but I got the win.
So yeah, that's sort of what Littler had to say. He was very upset about what had happened, but understands the referee, in this case Kirk Bevins, can't do a huge amount about it, because if he leaves it, they're going to continue to whistle, and if he tells them to stop whistling, they're just going to continue to whistle and probably get even louder, as Luke Littler alluded to in his interview. So what do you think is the solution to this ongoing problem in the world of darts? Obviously, getting the ticket buyer out of the arena is the first port of call, but we may have to have stronger sanctions and other things implemented to really truly get rid of this problem. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in again to Tungsten Tales. Another great night at the Premier League in Glasgow, despite all the hoo-ha of what went on. Thank you very much for watching, as I say. And we'll see you very, very soon.